Good evening and welcome to Weather Fans Live here on this Mothering Sunday, the 30th of March 25. Hello, I'm Michael, and how are you all this evening? As you see, it's just me, myself, and me. And it's also, it could be a short live because the weather seems to have gone going stagnant actually after. It's not been about too much of a bad week. We've had a couple of weather systems coming through, but seems like things are going to settle down for the foreseeable. How warm will it get? We'll have a look in just a moment. And we're going to take a look back at your photos from this week. Because in a celestial kind of form, we've had a few events happening. So we'll take a look in just a moment. I'm just going to put my head into the comments. See who's with us this evening. Rachel, good evening to you. Spraying yellow paint on everyone. So I decided to throw turps over her instead of the pavement. Sorry, Rachel. Excuse me. Good evening to Laura Johnson. Sorry, Rachel. Hey, real good. Good evening to Anne Smith. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday. Laura's saying Rachel could be the Pink Panther's cousin, the Yellow Panther, turning everything yellow. And she certainly is. Good evening to Ben. Good evening to you. It's very windy. It has been quite breezy. I was working today. That's why I've gone live at 7:30. I was working today and it was quite breezy on the way home. But sunny though. Yeah. And hold it at the bottom of the chat. I think it'll be a very quick live tonight. Probably pushing around about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes tops. So where do we go to first? Let's have a look at the pictures from our Facebook page, actually. Let's bring that ready onto the screen. I'm just trying to a bit off center. And oops, that's took my screen away. I've updated this again. It sounds like the updated StreamYard again. Just bear with me. There we go. Yeah, it's like they've updated StreamYard again. And let's bring in the background music. There we go. So this is on our Facebook page at Weather Fans. Anytime you want to send in your pictures or short videos, please do so on our Facebook page. Good evening to Chris A. And our mod is in. PJ, Paul James, good evening to you as well. And good evening to Audio Coffee. And my screen got a bit smaller. Hang on a second. Oh no. Yes, bear with me a second. There we go. That should have sorted myself out there. I said that game to Chris A. I think I have. I can't remember, but hello to you if I haven't. Oh dear, I'm sending the screen blue here. Just bear with me. Right, yes. Oh, that's it. Audio's coffee. Sorry, Audio's message off the screen now. Let's go straight to our Facebook page and have a look at see what's been sent to us in the last few days. And yesterday we had a partial eclipse, and this is from our own Laura Johnson. Thank you so much for sending these in to us. And up Centric Maury, wind picking up on these dark clouds in Thornhill up in South Wales. That was from yesterday evening. It was a beautiful start before the eclipse came. Then, because they had a weak weather front across the country, didn't give too much rain across England and Wales. There's a bit more rain for parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland through the day yesterday. I think many places, unfortunately, missed the partial eclipse. This is from Andy Stones in Scunthorpe yesterday with the halo around the sun. Thank you so much for sending that in. And a few more of these as well. This is from Simon Luckman. Simon's the photographer. So this is what he got from the eclipse yesterday. So this is the top half of the sun. I think it was around about 30% across the UK yesterday. A bit further northwest you were, the more you get to see the eclipse. But as I mentioned, there was quite a lot of rain for parts of Northern Ireland and Scotland. I think there's parts of eastern Canada and Greenland that had the majority of the partial eclipse. I think it might have been up to around about 80 or 90%, I believe. So these are some of the images from yesterday from Simon. Always reminds me of that Jaffa advert. That was sent in by John Patterson. Very nice shot there. I don't know exactly what that is. Ooh. A nicely lit up bridge over there. Absolutely no idea where this is, but wherever it is, it's looking very nice. This is from Josh Seymour with a couple of geese. I was sent in yesterday morning. Nice start to the Saturday morning. Just a bit of fog over the lake there. Beautiful sunrise, and yes, plenty of blossom around. And obviously getting blown around in this wind that we've had so far today. That's a nice shot there of the sun peering between the trees on the path. So thank you so much for Josh for sending them in. And they have a teaser there from our own boss, Gordon, showing what the potential is for this week. This is from Simon Luckman again. Beautiful image there of the night sky there. Absolutely fantastic images there from Simon Luckman. And a bit of the aurora there from Ian Greenwood. That's in Nairn, Scotland on the 28th, around about 8:42. See the hints of green in the far distance there. That's from JS Photography. Beautiful spring flowers appearing there. This is from our own boss again, Gordon. Sun setting in Blackpool while the rain clouds quite beefy has been disrupted by the lower level winds. Nice. So these are some of the showers that affected parts of the country during Thursday. Or was that Friday? Oh, it would have been Friday, yes. Friday. What's that there? I thought that was someone's hospital thing then. What's this? Hi guys, I'm looking for some help and advice. Heather Watson, 8681 Pro 2 other station for the last month. It's been playing up. I'm not too sure. I'm not too technical with weather stations, but someone has suggested resetting both together. This is from Ruth on the 28th. Well, it's the 3D imagery of, it's like a bit of perhaps a hell shower in that. It's looking at the white monks there. Now, Avera and Liz is excited with a new Twister sequel is in development, so that's something to look out for in the future. And Rory was saying there was a thunderstorm moving to Cambrian town centre in South Wales. I'll just spot the KFC there. I just fancy a KFC. That's from John Patterson, so he must be on hold somewhere where they've got a tsunami evacuation route. Some nice images there from John. This is from Simon Luckman of the Aurora. Absolutely fantastic images here for seeing. Oh, that is a nice one there of the windmill. Oh, and there's a time lapse of that. That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely love that. Thank you again to Simon. And Joe Weatherman, this is not from the last few days. He's asking to have like storms like this again, please. Well, let's hope so. Another fantastic image there from Simon Luckman. Absolutely amazing. When you're looking at the sky, you don't really realise you're actually rotating. It's just nice to see these time lapses there. Images again from John. Hello, Pussycat. These are from Josh Seymour, fog above the fields there. Nice crisp start to wherever Josh is. Thank you so much for sending these in. A nice crisp start there. And yes, I'm not too sure if someone saw this actually from, I think it was Tuesday night. We had this spiral in the sky, which I don't know if any of you have seen. It seems to work because it seems to go literally across the sky. This is from Colby Taylor as well. But it turned out to, what I gather, was the fuel being released into the atmosphere from a rocket that took off from Florida a few hours earlier. It was just weird. It was just, I don't think anyone saw it. It was just weird seeing the spiral just moving in the sky. This is from Andy Stones. Yeah, confirming it was a rocket fuel dump. Absolutely incredible it was. I've actually got an image somewhere of my next door neighbour taking the same photo from above my house. It just seems really weird. I'll put my head back in the comments. Got the comments. Good evening to Tom. Oh, we've gone too far up the comments there. Oh, good evening to Tom. Thank you for joining us this evening. PJ had a large blob of cirrus cloud blocking the eclipse for himself there. Such annoying clouds up north yesterday, icing on the cake for a disaster day. Anne saw the eclipse through a pinhole on a piece of card onto a piece of paper. Unfortunately, Chris A was working. And Images had a bite at the sun at the bottom. I think seems like the cameras perhaps reversed it there. Audio copy. I didn't have the internet or a decent camera back in '99 for the Eclipse, but I did put a handbag mirror into a thick brown envelope with a hole punched into it and had the radio on. Yes, does anyone remember the Eclipse from '99? I believe, from what I remember, it was a total solar eclipse, I think, down in Devon and Cornwall. I think it was at the BBC or many news outlets were down there, and unfortunately, it was quite cloudy down there. I think the sun was barely showing between the clouds, but it was mostly cloudy down in the southwest that day. Where was I? I was 15. I was actually in the Republic of Ireland, actually, on holiday. Let's turn it off there now. Oh, let's bring that off the screen now. I think that might be the end of the photos. Just a few more from Jess Photography. I think we caught up to about this time last week. Again, if you want to send us your weather pics, please do so on our Facebook page. And you never know, it could appear on our screens this time next week, which is more likely if the weather's going to be quiet for this week. Now, the 23rd of March, and that was last Sunday, was World Meteorological Day. Right, let's stop sharing these photos for now. Let's get myself back on the screen. There we go. Let's go down your comments. Tom said it was way too cloudy for the last couple of days for not to see the eclipse. You saw the eclipse of more chocolate behind me. There's a box of Galaxy, keeping with the star, the space thing, and we've got some Milky Way crispy rolls there. So yes, I got more chocolate. Right, let's put myself back in there. Say his name when he appears. I believe in Storm Chaser Paul. Was it me or did yesterday go slightly dark yesterday? I think it did slightly. My friend's got solar panels, and he noticed through the eclipse his energy actually dropped down significantly through the time of the eclipse. So obviously, it was an effect on some of the solar panels. I don't know if everyone has the same problem or same thing that happened to them. Laura remembers the 99 eclipse. We were all projecting it through binoculars on the side of a broken BT van. Were you trying to set fire to the van? Yeah, Aldrich Coffee did say it did go slightly dusk-like yesterday. Now, did you see a Greg's in that picture? I spotted KFC straight away. Maybe because I've not had one for a while. Yeah, lovely Northern Lights for some of those images there from Simon. We saw Greg's yesterday and went in and got a sausage roll. My daughter loves the Greg's sausage rolls. Well, I'm surprised we haven't got shares in bloody Greg's. Oh, good old SpaceX making pretty patterns in the sky. Yeah, it's just something I couldn't believe seeing. Really, it's just amazing. I got to Mr. Fuel Dump. It was only by chance I actually saw it because I heard my neighbour outside saying, "What's that swirl in the sky or sparrow in the sky?" I thought, what? So I put my head out the back door. I was like, "What the bloody hell was that?" Tom's saying, "Does the Waterfed still have Discord and have a link for it?" No, that actually did close about a month or two ago. Yeah, Paul's confirming that as well. And good evening to Steffi. Is it time? Yeah, let's show. Good evening, Steffi. Good evening to you. Hope you're well on this Sunday. Steph's saying, yes, the pit of fuel dump. I saw it from the start, purely by accident, as I was on my way out and looked up. Wow, busy on the charts tonight. Yeah, and Smith confirming as well that solar panels dropped a bit too during the eclipse. Good evening to Lee Stevens. Thank you for joining us this evening. In a few moments' time, we'll have a look at the latest UK weather with the satellite and have a look at the facts charts and the long range from the ECMWF. Lord Johnson, the 2015 eclipse was pretty good. Yes, I was with another weather page back then, and we was actually on top of the Clee Hill in Shropshire, where it was like quite an early morning. I think it was about 9-10 o'clock in the morning, if I remember correctly. So I think I just finished the night shift, then I finished my night shift work at 7 o'clock, then went straight there up to Shropshire on to the Clee Hill. I think I've actually made an appearance in the little one of the Ludlow papers, actually. I think there's no partial eclipse coming in a few years' time. I think it might be next year or the year after. I'm just going down the chat. I'm miles away from the Clee Hill. Yeah, it's lovely up there. Been there quite a few times actually. There was a clip of me on a Channel 4 documentary thing back in 2015, 2016 of me kind of like spinning or dancing on top of the Clee Hill when it was snowing. I was only appeared on TV for about a second, but don't tell me you ever seen me dance on TV. Some strange things happen on the Clee Hill. Would you like to shed some light on that? I'm intrigued. Right, shall we take a look at the latest synoptic charts from the good old Met Office and have a look at what the GFS is showing? So hopefully now that's come to screen. Let's put that to full screen. And here is the latest synoptic chart from the good old Met Office. So yesterday's, light rain, depending where you were in the country, has cleared through into France and Germany. The low associated with that is around Denmark at the minute, and it is giving some strong winds, which many of you felt during the day today. But as we speak, we've got this ridge of high pressure moving in from the southwest, settling things down. Then the wind should turn lighter as the day goes on, and that high moves across the UK, sat just off the coast of, probably say, Great Yarmouth there, Norfolk, settling things down, and that high pressure is not really moving that too far from the foreseeable. It's going to still drag in winds, maybe from a bit of an east to more of an easterly wind there. But there should be plenty of sunshine around with this high pressure, and even we're heading to Thursday as well. High pressure is still sat close to the UK, if not over the top. It's got showing it's moving its way over towards Iceland a bit, so we're dragging more of an easterly there. But it's relatively dry. Perhaps there's a weak weather front coming through this high, which could give a bit more cloud there for parts of northern Scotland. So let's have a look at the GFS. Actually, before we do, let's bring in the latest satellite imagery, actually. So this is from today, from sat24.com, showing that much of the UK has been under blue skies all day, really. A bit more cloud coming into the west there. And we've had some perhaps cloud building there. Not sure if it's squeezed out of the odd shower down this North Sea coast here. Got plenty of sunshine to be had across much of the UK. Let's have a look at Europe, see how they're doing. So yeah, most of Western Europe are looking fine. There's that weather front that's kind of like died to death, really. Across France into Germany. There's a few thunderstorms in parts of Germany and through the Med there into Turkey as well. So that low is sitting somewhere around here at the moment. And it's looking fine over Iberia. Should be warmed up nicely there. So we've got these thunderstorms all the way down into parts of, say, not Israel, is it? Can't remember what's there. Is it Afghanistan, maybe, towards that side? Right, let's flick over to the GFS. So yeah, there's that low pressure towards Denmark. We've got this area of high pressure moving up from the southwest. That low is expected to stay to the north of the UK. And high pressure builds across the UK through Monday, holding off any weather fronts off the Atlantic. And that high pressure remains in charge through this week. And it's literally high pressure, high pressure, high pressure. You might just move around a little bit at times. And we've got that Osaka almost there, another high pressure moving down from the north there. So could that bring a bit of a northerly cool feel actually towards the middle part of next week? Still a long way off, but any weather fronts have been pushed away, perhaps to the south, and high pressure in one form or another is absolutely in charge of the weather. Even towards day 12 there, we're looking at high pressure still, but we'll bring down a bit of a norther there, so that could cool things down for a time. And also we've got a bit of a cool feel there towards the back in this run. We've got the slow pressure moving down the North Sea. So for at least a week, maybe 10 days, we're looking high and dry. Let's have a look at the upper air temperatures on these. So we've started relatively cool after that cold front came through last night, with high pressure building up from the south, returning things less cool. Well, say less cool with an easterly wind. It could be a slight chill for eastern coast there with the wind coming off the North Sea. Well, I've got those important temperatures in just a moment. There's a bit of a cold plunge coming into Eastern Europe there for day 7. And potentially there, if that high pressure does actually move towards Iceland against that northerly flow, could bring in some cooler air, if not colder air, through days 13 and 14. Obviously, it's a long way off as yet. Let's have a look at important temperatures. There's no point in looking at the Cape and Lifted because there's absolutely no rain to forecast this week. So if you like it's high and dry, this is the week for you. It could be a chance to get in the garden and get it all sorted out, ready for the summer. So let's have a look at these important temperatures. So let's get through to tomorrow. And temperatures widely into the teens. So we could reach maybe 16, 17 degrees somewhere through Monday. And then it's Tuesday, we're looking maybe about 15, 16 degrees. Again, Wednesday, exactly the same, maybe 15, 16 degrees is possible. Thursday, could get 17, maybe 18 degrees. It obviously depends how much sunshine you get. There could be some cloud around. Friday, temperatures have been pegged back a bit, possibly with the winds coming in from the North Sea, just dropping the temperatures down a bit. So temperatures could be around about 13, maybe 14 degrees. But just bear in mind the sun is getting stronger, and so is the UV. Potentially next Saturday, we could see temperatures get into maybe about 20, maybe 21 for parts of eastern England there. We'll go through today's 10. Again, for next Sunday, potentially we could see temperatures high teens, maybe low 20s. Next Monday, potential a bit cooler. Temperatures back into the mid to high teens. And we'll go up to Wednesday. Again, temperatures widely into the teens. And perhaps a bit of the first signs of there, weather turn a bit cooler towards the north there, down to single digits. That northerly coming in. So how cool does it actually get with this northerly that we saw towards the back end of this run? The temperatures as well have been pegged back into single digits for quite a few areas, if not many areas actually, through today's 13 and 14. So what potential contrast if that was to come off there? Temperatures mid-single digits. Right, let's go straight over to the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts. I'll just put my head back into the chat to see how we're all doing. Sounds like you're talking amongst yourselves there. That's not a problem. So yeah, warm sun. As I was saying, yes, it could get very chilly then, classic spring weather. Yes, it's just obviously a time of year where spring is obviously transition from cold to warm, and you can obviously get these flip flops in nice warm temperatures, then cold temperatures. But it's just this the key thing is the position of this high. So let's see what the ECMWF weekly anomaly charts are showing. See what is going to put this high pressure. So we'll start off the 31st of March to the 7th of April. Has high pressure sat over the North Sea, bringing a bit of an east to south, maybe like a slight southeasterly there through this weekly period, but it's high and dry for that. The 7th of April to the 14th. As that high pressure moving up towards Iceland slightly, so could see winds coming in from the northeast. So obviously saw the dip in those temperatures there for that period. The 14th to 21st of April has lower pressure across the UK, so potentially winds could come up from the south. The 21st of April to 28th, there's no clear signal there, but it's higher pressure towards Iberia, out into the Atlantic, up towards Newfoundland, into Greenland, and round to Scandi and Eastern Europe. So there could be some kind of low pressure system here. So I suspect there could be a southwest to southerly in direction on that. The 28th of April to the 5th of May, there's no clear signals there for that time period. And the 5th of May to the 12th of May, again, there's no clear signal for that. Precipitation from these same charts has us no surprise drier than average for this coming week, much drier than average, in fact. The 7th of April to the 14th of April has us drier than average. 14th to the 21st of April has us around average to perhaps quite an average for Ireland. 21st to the 28th has us average. 28th of April to the 5th of May has us around average. And 5th of May to the 12th of May, average again. Let's have a look at the 2 meter temperatures. And these have us the 31st of March to 7th of April has us warmer than average, but around about average for eastern areas. So this, again, could be caused by the wind coming off the North Sea, keeping eastern areas cool. The 7th of April to the 14th of April has Ireland and parts of Western Scotland warmer than average. Central parts of the UK around average, but hints there for perhaps Eastern England a bit colder than average. The 14th to 21st of April has us around about average. The 21st to 28th of April has us warmer than average. 28th to the 5th, again warmer than average. And same again for the 5th to the 12th of May. Good evening to Froglegs Matthew. Hope you're well, my friend. And saying that everything just gets going nicely, then we get a frost. I hope not, because I planted my seeds outside I think it was last weekend. Not like last year, mild day and night. I just don't want any frost now because I've planted the seeds for the garden and hopefully they'll come out in the next few weeks. Right, so I think that wraps up the UK. Audio Copper saying she's already seen headlines for next week's weather being hotter than Madrid. Wonder if they ever have headlines like in Madrid saying, oh, it's going to be colder than London or something like that during winter time. Good evening to the best of Sweden. Good evening to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Right. That's wrapped up the UK for now. But there is a severe weather threat happening right now over towards America. So the Storm Prediction Center from the US has enhanced the risk of severe thunderstorms for today. So let's click into this. So there is a large enhanced risk there for, so I say, towards the eastern side of the US and perhaps into parts of Canada, actually. Some of the large populations in this risk. So there's in this enhanced risk, there's 41 million people in this, with the cities of Detroit, Indianapolis, Columbus, Memphis, and Nashville under that enhanced risk. My voice is going. In the slight risk, there's 31 million people affected. This large cities include Chicago, Dallas, Fort Worth, Cleveland, and Arlington. And in the marginal, 36 million people are in this. The likes of Jacksonville, Austin, Milwaukee, New Orleans, and Miami. So what we're talking there, we're talking about 100 million people under these severe threats. Sorry, underneath the threats across the US. And there should be a write-up about this underneath. So there's an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across much of the lower Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley and southern Great Lakes. And the summary on this is numerous severe thunderstorms are expected through tonight across a broad portion of the southeast and lower mid-Mississippi Valley into the Ohio Valley and southern Great Lakes. Multiple swathes of widespread damaging winds appear likely. Large to very large hail and several tornadoes will also occur with supercells. A few of these tornadoes could be strong. And the synopsis on this is water vapor imagery late this morning shows a lead mid-level shortwave trough moving through northeastwards across Missouri, while an upstream disturbance over the Texas Panhandle and western Oklahoma rounds the base of a large-scale trough over the central U.S. Surface analysis placed a cyclone near the Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin bordered with a trailing cold front south-southwestward through the lower Missouri Valley and into east Oklahoma and north Texas. This front will push east through the Ohio Valley and into the lower Mississippi Valley by early Monday morning and focus thunderstorm development. Obviously, there's a lot going on there right now, so there's obviously a big risk, and I know that Ryan Yawl's actually live right now. Oh, and if you're interested, guys, the International Space Station is due to fly over in the next 3 minutes. So if you're interested in the International Space Station, I've had an alert ping through saying it's due in the next 2 minutes. So any more risk for the next few days? So tomorrow's risk for America obviously extends more eastwards, enhanced risk for the large population cities of Charlotte, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, Atlanta, Raleigh, and Norfolk, with Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, New Orleans, and Birmingham in the slide. And then the marginal is New York, Jacksonville, Newark, Jersey City, and Yonkers. So this continues into tomorrow as well. So it could be a busy few days for Americans there. A day 3 outlook. Currently, there is a slight risk there for the large cities of Kansas City, Omaha, Lincoln, Des Moines, and Overland Park. And to the margin, you've got the likes of Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and Arlington. And finally, there is a 4 to 8 day outlook. So there's a few big things happening actually. So there's a 30% chance of severe weather day 4, so that'll be on Wednesday. And also a slight risk there for day 5 as well, so that'll be the likes of Thursday. So it's going to be quite a busy few days for storm activity across the US. Something we'll keep an eye on. Right, let's put my head back into the chat again. Ooh. I think Matthew's been having some technical problems. Hopefully you've got it sorted out, Matthew. Surely it's time for James Madden's 25-26 forecast by now. Yeah, it's 20 foot of snow everywhere. It seems to be the forecast every year, doesn't it? Oh, so you're saying the ISS looks impressive when you catch it. Through binoculars, you can see the panels. You should be crossing more or less around about now, if I'm not mistaken. Right, I think I'm going to start winding it down. I think that's everything covered for tonight. I'm going to let you say your goodbyes. So yeah, a couple more minutes then. I think we end the live stream for tonight. This will be the last one in March. Would you believe we're already coming into the second month of meteorological spring from next week? I think it's only about 3 weeks until Easter as well. Oh, don't worry, Matthew. It doesn't matter when you turn up. I'm just very grateful for you to watch. No problem at all. Thank you to Laura Johnson. You're very welcome. Thank you, PJ. Have a great week, everyone. Indeed. It's been a very busy week at work for me because while at work we literally supply food to restaurants, hospitals, schools, you name it. And what I do, I pick on behalf of like the big restaurants, so your big chains like your Toby Carver's, Millen Carter's, and Harvesters, and all them. And it was very busy this past week. It's obviously been Mother's Day this week. Well, today. It's been extremely busy all week. And unfortunately, it's my Sunday in, so I do one Sunday in every 4, hence why there's a 7:30 start every 4 weeks. And obviously, been a busy week. I've had one day off, and I'm in for the next 5 days. So by the end of it, I'm going to have one day off in about 11 days. So by the time I get to Thursday, I'm going to be absolutely knackered. What made it worse? We've lost an hour's sleep as well. So I'll be glad when the Thursday night comes. Oh, chat's just jumped there. Thanks, Michael. Do a week of nothing boring blue sky weather. It looks like I'll be idiot spotting in my vicinity then. You're never an idiot, ever an idiot. Just enjoy the dry weather if you enjoy it. So there could be some cloud around, obviously, on towards the east coast there. Obviously, you're going to feel the coolness of the North Sea. And thank you, Icon. Thanks for moderating, Paul. Yes, thank you to our mod, Paul James, and James as well. Oh, yeah. Good evening, James. Hi, everyone. Been watching in the background. Hope you have a good week. Good stream again. Have a busy week coming. I think we flip-flopped really because I should have a quieter week now. It's been a very, very busy week. Also, it was my daughter's birthday on Wednesday. We had a birthday party yesterday, so it's been an extremely busy week here. Thank you, Steffi. Thank you, fans, for a great live stream. Thank you, moderators, too. You're very welcome. Right. I think we'll have to wait. Shall we wait for Steffi to give me the cue to say good night to you all? Yeah, we're looking very high and dry all week. If you want rainfall, computer model says no. Yeah, right. Steffi said it. Good night to you all. Have a good week. And we'll see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Take care, enjoy, and thanks for watching. Ta-ra for now.